Lock up your better half and steal the credit card, because this here is knife week. Today I have another awesome knife to show you. This is the Battle Horse Knives Featherstick, and it excels at just that. Feather sticking, bushcrafting, camping, camp tasks. We'll see more of that in a moment. Again, another knife that's nearly impossible to find anything wrong with it, in my opinion. Loving this blade. I love the handle. You can get the handle in several different colors, from black, natural, green, and orange. You can get it polished or you can get it bead blasted. My opinion is go with the bead blast. I think it gives better grip, not only when dry, but also when wet. It forms sort of a sticky grip, so it grips a lot better, in my opinion, than polished knives. I don't have many polished knives, and when I have the choice, I go with the bead blasted. So beautiful looking handles here, 3 pins, and just sanded perfectly right into that full tang. Blade there, it is 01 tool steel, 1/8 of an inch thick, again with a super sharp spine, so no problem throwing sparks off the spine. You've got sort of a Puko style knife here, or a Scandinavian type Mora-ish type blade here. 8 3/4 overall length on the knife, with a 3 7/8 inch cutting edge. Again, where my hand meets the front of the handle, that's right where the blade starts. Love that. Gives you that ultimate control, that precise cutting ability. And again, just looking over the knife, just flawless. The point is perfectly centered there. The handles where they meet the small finger guard here, perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Again, hard to find any flaw whatsoever in this Featherstick from Battle Horse Knives. Another thing I just have to mention is how nice Battle Horse's sheaths are. They smell excellent. I mean, just pure leather smell there. The welt and everything is really, really nicely constructed for an affordable sheath. Again, you know, you're not going to have any precision tooling or anything like that. It is a basic just pancake style sheath, but again, top grade leather. You can smell it. You can get it in several different configurations, I believe. Belt loop, I actually added this dangler here. This is from Badger Claw leather, I believe, but you can, I believe, get a dangler option as well from Battle Horse, and of course left and right carry as well. But top notch as far as the sheath goes. You can wet mold this or wet form it to fit the knife, which I'll probably do at some point, but great carry system for the Featherstick. Gotta get those close-up views. Again, you can just see how well everything is joined together here. No ridges, bumps, or anything that you might find with a less quality knife. And down into that Scandi grind, in my opinion, it's a 0 grind, just like the Jesmic we looked at yesterday. If you put it under a microscope, yeah, you may be able to find a secondary bevel there, but it's good enough for me. Again, I'm a user of my knives. I use them, I don't let them sit. So to me, that's about as 0 grind as it gets. Scalpel sharp. Now there is a little bit of a ridge right here, so more of just a design aesthetic more than anything else, I believe. But stout point, again, 01 tool steel, so should have no problem notching, carving, and doing all of those camp tasks. And you get a little bit more blade than you would on some of the shorter Puko style blades. Let's flex the tip a little bit here. Again, shouldn't have any issues with that 01 tool steel, again, without overdoing it here. And not that you would ever do this, that's about as far as I want to go there. But it is a good test to see how well your tip's going to hold up, just like batoning is a good test to see how well your edge is going to hold up. Tip of the knife looks to be just above the center there, but again, no problems making yourself a divot with that stout tip there. Very sharp Scandi grind. You can get yourself a little divot there started in no time. There's a reason why this style of knife has been around for so long, sort of your traditional belt knife. It's just so versatile. It allows you to do so many different things, from a hunting aspect to a camping aspect. and also a bushcraft or survival aspect. So I've said it before, and batoning certainly has its place in the woods for me. Now many will agree and many won't agree, but for me, batoning down a small log such as this, I can create small sticks and small pieces of tinder that allow me to get my fire going, as well as good fuel sources for a small biostove. From a review standpoint, it's also a great way to test the edge of a knife, make sure it's not going to chip or roll. And yet another reason to have that blade going all the way up to the handle, so you can get as much of that blade on your wood, have enough sticking out the other side to be able to baton down, doesn't get much better. And just no problem at all, splitting wood with ease. Right through a knot there on that one. Just like that, in no time at all, we have a bunch of dry kindling for a fire. So then if I need even smaller pieces of wood, I can just drive the tip of the knife in there, give it a little bit of a twist, and you can get yourself some little chopstick size pieces. All right, well, this is the feather stick, so let's go ahead and do some feathers with it. Scandi grind makes that usually super simple to do. Again, with my hand being able to come right up to the blade surface, just gives me a lot of control. A lot of people out there you'll see kind of do a butter motion. And what happens when you do that is your curls tend to go off to one side or the other. I tend to just go more or less straight down. And generally my curls will go straight down. Works either way. Once you get a few ridges started here, it really becomes just twisting the blade, or twisting your stick, and just continuing that downward motion. I'm giving it very, very little effort here, getting those paper thin curls. Works really well. Certainly lives up to its name. Again, the spine of this knife has a nice 90 degree, so we should have zero issues here. Sparking a ferro rod, just gonna rough up some of this birch bark. Create just a little pile of dust there, which will take a spark really easily. You can see that, barely a spark. Throw our feather right on top there. You'll have plenty of time to start throwing your small sticks on there and get a fire going. You can make a quick stake here. Just make a point on one end. On the other end, we want to kind of round off the top, so when we hit it with a baton, drive it in the ground, it's not going to split on us. Sort of just mushroom the top of that. And of course we need a notch. You can either baton it down in there, you can kind of just roll the knife. This wood's pretty soft, so you can just roll the knife and then cut back up to your slice there. You can do it again, do it a couple times. Just like that, you'll have a notch, mushroom top, and a sharp point. Just drive that in, no problem securing a tarp or a tent. Make a few more of those, pretty easy with the Featherstick. So people often ask, if you could have just one, which would you choose? And this would probably be the style I would choose. From a guy who likes to hunt, fish, camp, hike, practice bushcraft, and also urban and primitive survival techniques and methods, the traditional belt knife like this is probably the best knife suited for all those tasks. Can't go wrong with the blade length, Scandi grind, 01 tool steel, and then when you combine that with the high level of craftsmanship from Battle Horse Knives, it's a real winner with a decent price as well. Now you can get the Sheath in several different options. I'm going to leave a link below to their website where you guys can check that out. Again, I think 4 handle color options. As I said before, I like the bead blasted whenever I have a choice. I think I get a much better grip in dry and wet conditions. Again, I use my knives, I don't just let them sit. So I've really enjoyed using this, and it's definitely going to move up in the ranks of knives that I choose to take whenever I'm headed out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. I want to know what you think, so leave me a comment below. Make sure you share this video to any friends and family who might be interested on your social media, and as always, click that red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.